There are stories about the devil that warn us not to open the door when he knocks. But the truth is, the devil rarely knocks. He waits until the door is already broken. This is the story of a man named Thomas Reed. A man who spent his entire life believing that hard work, honesty, and love were enough to protect him from the darkness of the world. He was wrong. Thomas was not a bad man. He worked hard. He loved his family. He paid his bills. He helped his neighbors. He believed that if you did the right thing, eventually life would reward you. But life does not always play fair. The first tragedy came when Thomas lost his job. 20 years of loyalty to a company disappeared with one meeting. No warning. No goodbye. Just a handshake and a sentence he would never forget. We have to go in another direction. Thomas went home that day carrying a cardboard box filled with memories. He told his wife everything would be okay. He promised his children they would get through it. But those promises became harder to keep. Weeks turned into months. Bills piled up. The house that once felt like a place of comfort became a reminder of everything slipping away. Then came the second tragedy. His wife became sick. The medical bills grew faster than he could pay them. Thomas worked every job he could find. Night shifts. Extra hours. Anything to keep his family together. But no matter how hard he fought, it felt like something was always waiting around the corner to take something else away. Eventually, the doctors gave them news they never wanted to hear. His wife was gone. The woman who stood beside him through everything was gone. Thomas buried his wife on a cold, rainy morning. And standing there alone, watching the dirt cover the person he loved most, he wondered if maybe the world had forgotten him. But the pain did not stop there. The house went into foreclosure. The bank took everything. The place where his children grew up. The place where his family made memories. Gone. Thomas lost his home. He lost his job. He lost his wife. And slowly, he began losing his children too. Not because they stopped loving him, but because pain changes people. His oldest son blamed him. His youngest daughter stopped calling. The family that once gathered around the dinner table became nothing more than memories. One night, Thomas sat alone in an empty house. No furniture. No pictures on the walls. No voices. Just silence. He looked around and whispered, "What did I do to deserve this?" And then, someone answered, "You didn't." Thomas froze. A man stood in the doorway. A stranger, dressed in a perfectly black suit. Not a drop of rain touched him, even though the storm outside was violent. Thomas stood up. "Who are you?" The stranger smiled. "Someone who has been watching you for a very long time." Thomas felt something was wrong. Something impossible. "You need to leave." The stranger laughed softly. That's the interesting thing about humans. When life gives you nothing, you ask the heavens for help. But when help finally arrives, he stepped closer. You become afraid. Thomas knew who stood before him. Not because the man looked like a monster. Not because he had horns or flames surrounding him. But because something deep inside Thomas recognized him. The devil. "I don't want anything from you," Thomas said. The devil smiled. "Everyone wants something." Thomas looked away. "Not anymore." The devil walked around the empty room. "You lost your wife." Thomas said nothing. You lost your home. Thomas clenched his fists. You lost your family. The devil stopped. But I can give it all back. Thomas looked up. The devil continued. I can return your wealth. I can restore your home. I can give you a life where nobody looks down on you again. Your children will come back. Your name will be respected. Thomas shook his head. No. The devil raised an eyebrow. No. I know what you are. The devil smiled. Good. Then you know I don't lie. Thomas stared at him. What do you want? The devil walked closer. Only what everything in this world requires. A price. Thomas knew it. A soul. The devil smiled. Yes. Thomas turned away. No. The devil laughed. You are willing to suffer forever just because you are afraid to make a choice. I won't sell my soul. The devil looked almost disappointed. Then let us make a wager. Thomas looked back. A wager? Yes. The devil sat down. I will give you everything you ever wanted. More money than you could spend. A beautiful home. Your health. Your family will return to you. Thomas listened carefully. But when the time comes, you must give me one thing. What? The devil smiled. Your firstborn son. Thomas froze. The room became silent. Or, the devil continued. Your own soul. Thomas felt sick. You want me to choose between my child and myself? The devil stood. No. He smiled. I want you to reveal who you truly are. And then the devil disappeared. The next morning, Thomas woke up. And everything had changed. His bank account was full. His old house was restored. His wife was alive. His children came running through the door. It was everything he ever dreamed of. For years, Thomas lived in happiness. But he never forgot the deal. Every night, he looked at his son and wondered when the devil would return. Years passed. Thomas became wealthy, powerful, respected. But the happiness was different now, because every blessing felt like a countdown. Then one night, the devil returned. You know why I waited? Thomas stared at him. Why? Because I wanted you to understand what you were losing. The devil looked toward Thomas's son. Now choose. Thomas looked at his child. Then he looked at the devil. You made one mistake. The devil smiled. What is that? You thought I only had two choices. The devil's smile faded. Thomas stepped forward. I would rather lose everything again than sacrifice my son. The devil became silent. You would give up wealth? Power? Your perfect life? Thomas nodded. I already lost everything once. He looked at his son. And I survived. For the first time. The devil looked angry. You humans are strange creatures. Thomas stared at him. You destroy yourselves chasing what you don't have. The devil stepped back. But when you finally have something worth protecting, he disappeared into the darkness. You become stronger than I ever expected. The next morning, Thomas woke up. His wealth was gone. His mansion was gone. His perfect life had disappeared. But his family was still there. And for the first time in years, Thomas realized he had everything he needed. Because the devil did not lose because Thomas was stronger. The devil lost because Thomas finally understood the truth. The greatest temptation is not getting everything you want. The greatest temptation is believing you cannot live without it. And somewhere in the darkness, the devil is still waiting. Not for the strongest people, not for the richest people, but for the people who have lost hope. Because when a person has nothing left, that is when the devil makes his best offers.